Hey guys, Mike with D2D Millionaire here. In today's video, we're just going to talk about what do you say when you're going back to a follow-up appointment and you're talking to someone's spouse, right? So oftentimes you're going to be in door-to-door sales, you're going to be in marketing, and someone's going to say, I need to talk to my spouse. And basically, maybe you set a follow-up appointment where you're actually going back to that person. Maybe it's on the phone, maybe it's in person later on in the day, and you're going to, go through your products and services. Well, one thing that you want to do, that a mistake that sometimes people make, is they just kind of feel like, all right, well, I've already sold the first spouse. Now when I'm talking to the next one, it's basically just going to be a lay down sale. I'm not going to have to do anything. I'm just going to be able to explain my stuff, boom, make the sale, the end. And that's why a lot of people lose those sales, because they don't build any rapport. That's really the first step. It's just like you want to treat that person like it's a cold call. It's a brand new door that you're knocking on with this other spouse, because they don't really have any rapport with you. You haven't done any icebreakers. They don't really know why you're here. You might have one spouse sold already, which is going to be beneficial for you, but at the same time, you need to go through the normal process with that second spouse. And again, a lot of times there's going to be different family dynamics that are going on. That one spouse that you talk to initially, maybe they're a stay-at-home mom or dad and they're there all the time. They're going to see more activity. Again, like let's say for example you're in pest control, they're going to see more bug activity during the day because they're home all the time. And the other spouse, maybe they're working during the day, they're not going to see those issues and problems and think it's maybe not really a big deal in their home. Well, it's mostly because they don't have to deal with it. So you want to educate them and explain that's why the spouse, they're not overreacting. It's a common thing that they're dealing with it a lot more. You might not see it at all because you're out at work, but this is an issue that's really going on in your home and you should be aware of it. So that's one thing that you want to just understand and be aware of different family dynamics and kind of explain that as well to the other spouse, that they just might not realize. They might think their spouse is overreacting. And again, the best way to have posture and go into it is to come from a standing of education. So how can you educate that other spouse on the issues that are going on? So again, maybe you're dealing in pest control and you're talking about an ant issue. So you might explain that when ants get into the home and they find a food source, they leave a trail of pheromones that they're going to bring back to their, original hive, and then it's going to attract more ants, and then you're going to have an infestation on your hands, and it's not really anything you can see. Pheromones are invisible, so if you already have an ant issue, it might be too late, and you're going to have to go to the source. And if you don't really know how to properly deal with that, you're going to continue to have ants in your home. So that would be one example. And your goal is basically to position yourself as an expert through education, because the more you know about an issue, different subjects like that, for example, if you're in pest control and you're educating the other spouse about the issues that are in their home, they might start to realize, wow, this person really knows what they're talking about. I don't know if I can really deal with that on my own, or something just I could buy at the store. That's the great part about education, is it positions you again as the expert. It gives you more credibility, more leverage, and then again, that spouse is going to want to listen to you. So those are kind of the couple steps that can really help you close more deals, make more sales when you're in your follow-up appointments talking to the other spouse. So you want to go through the process as normal, build rapport, explain family dynamics, and then lead with education, and you're going to make a lot more sales in your business. So again, hopefully you got value out of this. If you did, feel free to comment and share. And then if you are in pest control marketing or pest control sales, definitely head on over to d2dmillionaire.com. You can actually enter your name and email and get our free video training on how to overcome the 8 most common objections in pest control sales and marketing. So things like, I need to talk to my spouse, I just want to think about it, I'm not seeing bugs in my home, I do my own pest control, and a bunch more as well. And again, you can get access to that over at d2dmillionaire.com. Just enter your name and email for that free video training. But again, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you more soon.